What is up, fight fans? In today's video, you guys, this is crazy.
Oh, shit.
It is phenomenal what this man is doing. Sensational stuff once again.
While other fighters dream of the UFC belt, Alex Pereira, without knowledge of English, without any trash talk, without any grappling, goes out and crushes everyone in his path. This time he came out on short notice, and just like Islam Makhachev and Justin Gaethje, he destroyed his opponent, Jiri Prochazka. So what is next for Pereira? Well, fate seems to have something extraordinary lined up for him, as he is aiming to achieve what no one in the UFC has ever done before. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Jiri Prochazka is chaos and pure madness embodied, okay? He is one of the most unusual fighters in UFC history, who is known for his rather unique training methods, including stinging himself with nettles and beating up trees. Now, surprisingly, these unconventional techniques have actually proven very effective in the octagon. Prochazka's fights are pure adrenaline, packed with brutal hits and relentless action. However, his aggressive style often leaves him vulnerable, absorbing some unacceptable amounts of damage. As you know, in the summer of 2022, Prochazka became the light heavyweight champion by choking out Glover Teixeira. Unfortunately, then due to an injury, he had to vacate the belt without having a fight, ensuring that the division could then move forward. Now, on the other hand, Alex Pereira, a true phenomenon in the UFC. Unlike many other fighters, Pereira does not rely on trash talk or grappling skills, which a lot of people find to be important in the UFC. But despite the language barrier, he has managed to captivate the MMA world with his incredible knockout power and overall persona. Now, a rematch with Prochazka was not initially in the cards, but when Conor McGregor dropped out of UFC 303's main event, Pereira stepped up on short notice to put his belt on the line. Prochazka also did not sit idle after his first encounter with Pereira. He then fought Alexander Rakic at UFC 300, and in a very thrilling bout where both fighters came close to early defeats. Ultimately, Prochazka did finish Rakic in the second round, earning his shot at redemption against Pereira. Now, before their rematch, Prochazka stirred the pot, claiming that he wanted a clean fight, accusing Pereira of using shamans and black magic.
Yes, everybody knows that, and he's doing these rituals before the fight. Everybody can feel that, what's around him and what's going on.
Everyone knew after hearing this fight was not going to the judges. So the battle began, and Prochazka, well, he started off kind of cautiously. Pereira, on the other hand, measured the distance and targeted Prochazka's front leg. Now, Pereira continued his strategic attacks, landing dangerous hits that tested Prochazka's durability. At the end of the first round, Prochazka attempted to grapple, but Pereira broke free and knocked him down to the ground, just as the bell sounded, ending the first round. Now, if it wasn't for that bell, chances are Pereira would have knocked him out right then and there. So, the second round begins with Pereira being determined to finish what he started. Not even 5 seconds had passed, and Pereira, in style of Islam Makhachev and Justin Gaethje, unleashed a left high kick that floored Prochazka. Now, although Pereira initially hesitated to then finish Prochazka, the referee did not stop the fight, prompting Pereira to deliver a few more blows to ensure victory. Well, also this way, nobody can say that the fight was stopped too early. Just a few more blows, that was it. Jiri was out. Prochazka then struggled to recover even as they were announcing the results of the fight. He was clearly disoriented from all the strikes that he took, and with a very decisive victory, Pereira confidently completed his second defense of the light heavyweight title, putting to rest any doubts about his supremacy over Jiri Prochazka.
Hello everyone, thank you for all your support. Thanks to you, Alex, for the fight. It was better. And only one thing goes in my mind, that I need to evolve to the next level or don't fight again. So it's simple. To be the strongest, this is the way. Thank you. See you in the gym.
So, I mean, I got another fight to win, and then I'll see him soon. Let's go. Let's go.
So what is next for Alex Pereira? Well, before our eyes, Pereira is strengthening his status as one of the best fighters in the UFC. In addition, he also took responsibility for saving the UFC 303 card. And he did all of this in literally just 2.5 years, in which so many events fit in that for some fighters, that would be enough to cover their entire career.
This is why the people react the way they do. On vacation in Australia to come take the safest fight. Thank you.
Awesome, guys. Thank you, boss.
And within just a year, Pereira has notched 4 victories, including a monumental win over Adesanya, earning him the middleweight championship. Then he didn't stop there, as a year later, Pereira moved up to light heavyweight, knocking out Jiri Prochazka to claim his second belt in as many divisions. 2 titles in 2 divisions within 2 years. A feat so remarkable that it may never be repeated. He then became the first fighter in history to headline the prestigious Madison Square Garden event in New York City twice. Not John Jones, not Conor McGregor, but Alex Pereira. This achievement alone cements his status as a trailblazer in the sport. Even then, Pereira stated that he was ready to make history and lead the next tournament in Rio de Janeiro, which takes place in just 3 weeks. Now, obviously, this is not going to be done since Alex has now broken 2 of his toes. But Pereira's ambitions do not stop at just light heavyweight. He has his sights set on an unprecedented achievement, a title fight in the heavyweight division. Now, should he secure another victory, the UFC might just grant him the opportunity to make history once more, potentially becoming the first fighter to hold championships in 3 different weight classes. Now, that would be a monumental milestone, solidifying his status as one of the greatest fighters that the sport has ever seen. However, Pereira is not without his critics. Some are arguing that his fighting style lacks finesse, labeling him as a gangly fighter with unconventional techniques. Even though he often claims he doesn't utilize grappling skills, many top strikers have noted his peculiar technique. However, Pereira's secret weapon is his devastating left hook. He has consistently silenced any doubters. That punch has the power to knock out opponents regardless of their skill level or weight class. It is that very hook that has kept him at the pinnacle of the sport and has left a trail of defeated fighters in its wake. Yet as Pereira's star continues to rise, questions do remain. How will he fare against other top fighters like Magomed Ankalaev? Could such a matchup see him lose his title? Well, only time will tell, but what is certain is that Pereira's place in the hearts of fans and the promotion is ever growing. His charisma, fighting spirit, and willingness to take on any challenge has made him a beloved figure in the MMA community. Whether he wins or loses, Pereira will continue to be a major draw for big fights and prestigious events.
Probably seeing my actual reaction when we show you me watching it live. We messed up. The fight was there, and then my wife ends up mentioning, "Oh, we're behind." So I'm like, "What? Don't say nothing. What do you mean?" And then right at the end of the round, Pereira drops him, and then we're like, "Oh, that must be what she's talking about." All right, so we don't miss it again. Let's go live. We go live, and the fight is over. So 20 seconds later into the next round, so I must have been a couple of minutes behind with a lagging and whatnot. 30 seconds into the first round, he gets head kick knockout, and we miss it. You guys have seen more than enough times of me missing knockouts. I don't know what I've got to change to make that not happen again, but it won't happen again.
So, what do you think? Can Pereira conquer the heavyweight division and make UFC history once again? Drop your thoughts down in the comments below, and do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more epic UFC content.